Hi Edward, after you've done the calibration check, you then are ready to start using the instrument. So after removing the calibrator, you replace the windshield, and that is used to reduce wind noise. Wind noise is when air blows over the microphone, it creates noise, and that's not something you want to measure, so put the windshield on. So now most municipalities work on the following protocol. They go out and measure a noise complaint for 10 minutes while the noise is being presented. For example, if it's a generator or a compressor or an air conditioning unit or any other kind of noise source, they'll measure it for a 10-minute period, and the measurement will be taken in something called LAEQ, which we'll demonstrate to you in a moment. That LAEQ is a 10-minute continuous equivalent level, which is similar to an average. They'll also do a measurement for, say, 10 minutes as well, where we measure the ambient noise level without the generator or noise source, the noise complaint source being running. You need to switch that off, and then you need to measure for a 10-minute period in something called L90, which is your percentile, 90 percentile, and it gives you a background noise level. Right, so now what you do is you press your start button over here, and the instrument is preset for a 10-minute period. So currently it is just starting a 10-minute cycle. I will not run that for a full 10 minutes. I will just artificially stop it after a few moments, and then I will show you where you get your LAEQ. So it has, all your measurements need to be done in A weighting. I'll also show you how to change the weighting. So let's stop the instrument for a moment by pushing the stop start button, and you can see the clock has stopped running over there. So it's only done 27 seconds, but we can get our various measurements. So if you press over here, you'll get an LAEQ reading of 59.9. As you can see, nothing is changing because that's an average measurement taken up to that moment and not an instantaneous measurement. When you do the percentile measurements, you'll continue pressing this button. You'll get the max, the min, and then you'll get the L90. And the L90 was 44.4. But thus you need to do is two separate measurements, not in one, like I'm showing you here. I'm just showing you how to find the L90. And that's a graph of the noise level as it's changing. So if I make a bigger noise, you can see the peaks going up that's just a visual indication of the sound. And then you return back to the LA. This is an instantaneous level. So this is the level as I'm speaking, it's changing. As if I make a loud sound, you'll see the level go up to 86 dB. Okay, so basically that's it from how to make the measurement. And then you have a way, when the instrument isn't running, you can change from LA to LC. Sometimes LC is used if you have a discotheque or nightclub or something and you need to measure the low frequency noise and you want to represent that. And then there's LP, which is just a flat response. You don't use that at all. So you use either LA, which is a standard way of doing, or occasionally you measure LC to represent the low frequency sound. And then you have a fast and a slow setting. I would just use the fast setting. And the rest of the instrument is about how to set up your menus. I don't want to go through that too much because it'll just make this video too involved. You can read up on that in the manual, but I do want to show you how to change your range setting over here. So if you notice, if I press up, it goes to 100, 110, 120 over there. So most noise sources will be somewhere between 30 and 120. So that's a nice range to be on. There's a little light switch setting over here. So if you're working at night, that's just press that and you'll be able to see your display more clearly. There's a print button, but there's nothing to print to, so you won't be using that. And then the cull button is only used during the calibration. And all the other keys here are for setting up your menus, which I've preset for you already. Okay, I think that's enough for the moment. If you have any questions, give me a shout. I'll try and help you over the phone. And yeah, good luck.